Hey guys, Marty here. Ever wonder how some guitarists seem to just know what to play? How they effortlessly navigate the fretboard and create killer solos? It's not magic, it's music theory. Now before you run for the hills, hear me out. Music theory isn't about stuffy rules, it's like having a roadmap for your musical journey. It unlocks the secrets of the fretboard, helps you understand why certain notes sound good together, and gives you the tools to write your own riffs and solos. Think of it like this. You wouldn't drive across the country without a map, right? Music theory is your musical GPS, guiding you through the world of chords, scales, and melodies. It's the secret sauce that takes your playing from okay to awesome. In this article, we'll break down some essential music theory concepts every guitarist should know. We'll keep it simple, practical, and fun, using real guitar examples that you can apply to your playing right away. So grab your axe, tune up, and let's dive in. Every epic guitar solo, every catchy riff, every beautiful chord progression starts with the building blocks of music scales. Today, we're tackling the most common one, the major scale. Think of it as the friendly neighborhood of scales, the one that just makes you want to tap your foot and nod your head. The major scale has 7 notes and each one plays a specific role in creating that happy, upbeat sound. We number these notes from 1 to 7, with number 1 being the most important, the root note. This is like the home base of the scale, the note everything else revolves around. Next up, we've got the major third. This note is what injects that cheerful vibe into the major scale. It's the difference between a happy-go-lucky tune and something that sounds a bit more serious. Then comes the fifth, the strong and stable friend of the root note. It provides a solid foundation and helps define the overall tonality. These 3 notes, the root, major third, and fifth, are the VIPs of the major scale. They form the major chord, the backbone of countless songs. Understanding their roles is key to unlocking the secrets of melody and harmony on the guitar. Remember how we talked about the major third being the sunshine and rainbows of the major scale? Let's dive a little deeper into why this note sounds so darn cheerful. Imagine playing the root note. Let's say C on your guitar. Now play the note E, which is 2 frets higher on the same string. That's your major third. Hear how it instantly brightens up the sound? That's because of the specific distance between those 2 notes, called an interval. In the case of the major third, that interval creates a joyful, uplifting feeling. It's the sound of countless pop songs, Disney theme songs, and basically anything that makes you want to smile. But the major third isn't just about sounding happy. It also plays a crucial role in defining the overall character of a chord. A major chord without its major third just wouldn't be the same. It would lose its signature brightness and feel incomplete. So, next time you're jamming out to your favorite feel-good tune, pay attention to that major third. It's the secret ingredient that adds that extra sprinkle of joy to the music. Now, let's flip the script and talk about the moodier cousin of the major third, the minor third. If the major third is a sunny day, the minor third is a walk through a misty forest. A little mysterious, a little melancholic, and oh so captivating. Remember that E we played to create the major third from C? To get the minor third, we'll flatten that E by a half step, bringing us to E flat, which is 1 fret lower. Hear the difference? The bright and cheery vibe is replaced with a darker, more introspective feel. That's the magic of the minor third. It introduces a touch of sadness, a hint of drama, and a whole lot of emotional depth to the music. It's the sound of bluesy riffs, heart-wrenching ballads, and everything in between. Just like the major third defines the major chord, the minor third is the defining characteristic of the minor chord. It's what gives the minor chord its signature somber and soulful sound. Understanding the difference between these 2 types of thirds is crucial for recognizing and playing chords with the right emotion and feel. Hold on to your hats because we're about to level up our theory game. We've talked about the major and minor thirds, but there's another important character in the world of scales, the 7th. This note adds a whole new dimension to chords and melodies, creating a sense of tension and resolution. But what happens when we want to spice things up even more? Enter secondary dominants, the rebels of the music theory world. These chords are like musical plot twists, adding unexpected harmonies and creating a sense of excitement. Simply put, a secondary dominant is a dominant chord, built on the 5th degree, that doesn't belong to the original key of the song. It temporarily borrows the dominant function from another key, creating a powerful pull towards a specific chord. This might sound complicated, but it's like adding a dash of hot sauce to your favorite dish. It's unexpected, it's exciting, and it leaves you wanting more. Secondary dominants are used in all sorts of music, from jazz to pop to rock, to add harmonic interest and create those ear-catching moments. Alright, we've covered a lot of ground with scales and chords, but how do we actually find these notes on the fretboard? Memorizing every single note is like trying to remember every street in the world. It's overwhelming and honestly unnecessary. The good news is that the guitar fretboard is like a giant puzzle, with repeating patterns and shapes that make it much easier to navigate. Once you learn these patterns, you can find any note or chord in any key. Let's start with the major scale. Notice how the pattern of whole and half steps, that's whole, whole, half, repeats across the fretboard. This pattern is your secret weapon. Memorize this shape and you'll be able to play a major scale starting on any fret. Similarly, there are patterns for minor scales, pentatonic scales, and all sorts of chords. The key is to look for these shapes and understand how they relate to each other. Don't be afraid to experiment, try different fingerings, and find what feels comfortable for you. Knowing music theory is one thing, but being able to hear it and apply it in real time is where the magic truly happens. That's where ear training comes in. Training your ears is like developing a superpower. It allows you to identify intervals, chords, and melodies just by listening. Start by focusing on the basic intervals we've discussed, the major third, the minor third, and the fifth. Play these intervals on your guitar and really listen to how they sound. Pay attention to the distance between the notes and the overall feeling they evoke. Once you're comfortable with individual intervals, move on to chords. Play a C major chord, then a C minor chord. Can you hear the difference? The major chord sounds bright and cheerful, while the minor chord sounds darker and more melancholic. As you progress, try to identify these intervals and chords in your favorite songs. Listen for the major and minor thirds, the dominant seventh chords, and even those sneaky secondary dominants. The more you listen, the better you'll become at recognizing these sounds in any musical context. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the building blocks of the major scale to the intricacies of secondary dominance and ear training. Now it's time to put all this knowledge into practice. Start by applying the fretboard patterns we discussed to different keys. Practice playing major and minor scales, major and minor chords, and experiment with different chord progressions. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn and grow as musicians. As you practice, try to sing or hum the notes you're playing. This will help solidify the connection between your ears, your fingers, and the fretboard. You can also try transcribing simple melodies by ear, or learning to play your favorite songs by listening. Remember, music theory is a tool to enhance your creativity and musicality. Don't let it become a set of rigid rules that limit your playing. Use it as a guide, a source of inspiration, and a way to unlock new possibilities on your guitar. So there you have it, guys. We've just scratched the surface of music theory, but hopefully you now have a better understanding of how it can take your guitar playing to the next level. Remember, it's not about memorizing a bunch of rules, it's about understanding the language of music and using it to express yourself on the guitar. Keep practicing, keep listening, and most importantly, keep having fun. The more you explore the world of music theory, the more you'll discover about music and yourself as a musician. Now go out there and make some noise.